All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar. This is Chijamz, and today we are going to be talking about Algorand, right? Yeah. You guys are able to see my screen, and what's written on it is Algorand Foundation 250 million Algo grants program. So, in today's webinar, I'm going to be showing you the amazing platform that Algorand has built and um, features that you could make use of to grow your business, to build scalable projects and stuff surrounding that. It's amazing to note that we have over 13 people here right now. I want to welcome each and every one of you to this webinar. We're not going to take your time, but I'm going to go straight to the point to explain to you leverage on Algorand ecosystem and build scalable project and also get a grant to get your business started. Okay, so introducing to you Algorand Foundation program. This is okay. Algorand is building a community, right? We are building a trusted public and permissionless infrastructure for a borderless economy. Algorand is a cryptocurrency project that is aimed at building scalable platforms, right? Building structures and building systems that will allow people to interact in a border economy. Okay, so it's actually a technology that enables frictionless finance, whereby you can be in America, you can be in Nigeria, you can be in Ghana, and you can interact with people all over the world, right? You can build your businesses, and it can have use cases in different sectors of economy in all over the world, right? So Algorand, let me explain to you first of all. Algorand is a technology company that built the world first open, permissionless, and proof of stake blockchain protocol that provides security, scalability, and decentralization needed for today's economy, right? The whole essence of this webinar is to show you how um, how Algorand is building a very scalable ecosystem, and also show you the grant categories that are involved in this protocol. So this is 250 million Algo grants, right? Now it offers various funding levels, different opportunities, different infrastructures, and we'll go straight to that right now. I would want us to, if you have any question, I would want you to write them down. At the end of this webinar, we would answer all your questions. Okay. So there are four categories that Algorand offers grants. The first is for research proposals, right? So if you have a research that you think would have a major contribution to the industry or any industry at all, right? That you can build your product and your products can become solution. Now, we are talking about tech products, okay? Whatever business it is that you have, whatever product it is that you're offering, whatever service it is that you're rendering, and you think that you can bring up an innovation in form of a product that would have a long lasting effect on the blockchain ecosystem, we have a grant available for you at Algorand. Okay, sorry about that. Secondly, is development tools and infrastructure. I'm going to talk about these things in more details. I'm just giving you an overview right now. The second is tools and infrastructure. If you have some tools, if you think that some tools you have, you can build, like if you're a developer, if you're a designer, UI, UX, any of those things, right? That you can offer tools that can help improve how people interact. For instance, we got I did a research on some people that built a tool that can allow blind people to kind of visualize. That's very amazing, and those kinds of projects would always need people to fund them, right? So when you have those kind of tools and infrastructure, you can bring it up and you can build on Algorand, and then you can apply for the funding. Okay. The third one is applications and use cases. So we have grants for project building application targeted at a variety of real world use cases. For instance, there are several applications and tools that are postulated and have been built just to help fight COVID-19, right? So such applications and tools are real world use cases that of course have mainstream adoption, right? Because we are trying to build something that will be scalable for the whole world to use, right? And then finally, education and community. So if you have a community that is based around education, or you have a platform or a company or a brand that is targeted building and growing community that will strengthen the Algorand community. Come on, of course, we have a project category for you. Now, let me explain this in full, right? Now, for research proposals, Algorand Foundation supports research on a wide spectrum. Okay, so if you have researches related to blockchain, you have researches related to cryptocurrencies, token, computer science, cryptography, programming languages, intelligence, machine learning, product development and stuff like that. You could come around, give us your proposal, and then we can look at it, and if it's worth investing into, you would receive a grant. Remember, a grant is different from a loan. A grant is a funding given to you without you needing to pay back. Of course, you'd have to show us how you have invested in a very, very good manner, right? Now, secondly, development tools and infrastructure. I would want you, as I'm talking, as I'm this, think about how you can leverage on Algorand. Think about how you can make and you can build a brand, how you can develop a product, an idea that would help you apply for a grant from Algorand, and would also help scale the Algorand ecosystem. Okay, so for development tools and infrastructure, we are looking at tools that support the development of Algorand blockchain. We're going to talk about Algorand blockchain in full force in another webinar, right? But Algorand is building something very, very exquisite. Okay, the blockchain supports a whole lot of application tools, decentralized apps, smart contracts, and a whole lot of them. So if you have a tool you are planning to build, and a utility tool, monitoring tool, deployment tool, libraries, and a whole lot of them, right? Development environments, we support all of them. Okay, so you can do a whole lot of things. Just come up with your proposal, and then Algorand would help you blow it, right? Now, if you have applications and use cases, you know that cryptocurrency and blockchain ecosystem has been, for a long time, they have been so much limited to just finance, right? We are trying to showcase to the world that there are other use cases of the cryptocurrency and blockchain ecosystem, especially Algorand, aside finance. Of course, you can use it for monitoring. You can use it for user incubation. You can use it for copywriting. You can use it for land use. We saw recently a company that deals with only land use and land registration, and they support that with blockchain. You can come up with something like that. You can come up with a DeFi use case, decentralized finance, asset exchange, social media for blockchain, supply chain, logistics, a whole lot of them. You can come up with a health blockchain in health ecosystem, right? And then you can apply for Algorand funding, right? Now, education and community. Now, Algorand is seeking to build a community of intellectuals, right? A community of people who know how things work. Okay, so in that case, would always want to build an educationally inclined community. Okay, someone is asking, Akajeme, your mic is not connected, so that's why you are unable to hear me. So once you connect your audio, you'll be able to hear me, and I'm sure you can see my Guys, can you see my screen? I want you to tap on the yes icon if you can see my screen, please. So I'll be sure that I'm communicating with you guys. All right, perfect. All right. So let's continue. Okay, that's that for the grant opportunity. Now I would want to elaborate more on the education. Okay, now to cultivate the growth of diverse communities, right? Community-led, okay, community-led initiatives. So you can just come up with an educational program, that is targeted at enlightening the people about blockchain and cryptocurrency related issues, especially for the Algorand community, right? Now, okay, now this is a well explained article that showcases Algorand's efforts to build an open source community. Okay, now we have 4 different funding mechanisms. We have the ALGO grant program, we have the Ambassadors Reward, we have the DevArms, and we have the Development Awards. Now, the entire idea is to, that the blockchain ecosystem and cryptocurrency is actually something that people see it as something that is very hard. Okay, people see it as something that is extremely technical. All right, so we're trying to build educational communities that would enable other people, that would enable people see Algorand and what we are building, and to understand how we have tried to simplify the technicalities in the cryptocurrency and blockchain ecosystem. Do you understand? All right, so I would want to talk about the Development Awards program, right? So let me just quickly share my screen. Yeah. All right. I think you can see my screen right now. Yeah. So now the Algorand Foundation is announcing, we're announcing our Development Awards program. Let me just show you how it works. Now, this is how to submit your application. Okay. So if you have a project, you have a business, you have a product that you want to, you want to apply for the grant, right? Now, now this is the first thing. First things first. Your product or your business should be a working application. So there are 4 stages of product launch. The idea incubation, the ideation, the wireframing and stuff like that. It should be something that you've already started. Okay, so it can be a project user interface. You should have something tangible to present. It does not mean that it has to be fully completed, right? So it has to be something that is workable, and it should be something that is workable on the Algorand blockchain. Remember, I told you guys that we're going to talk about extensively. We're going to do an extensive on Algorand blockchain, but your work, your product or your process must be something that is working. That's what I'm trying to explain. Then secondly, you should just, there is a form you can submit. Just click on the form. It's a very short form. You put in your email address, your details, right? Then after the form, the foundation would examine your source code and stuff like that, and then you'd use our GitHub handle at Algorand Foundation to contact us, right? See the procedure, right? Now, after that, the foundation would acknowledge receipt of your submission within a week. They review your application and then they reach out to you. Then there are procedures. Okay, the next procedures you would receive notifications, right? Now there are 4 award sizes, right? Now when your proposal is received, it is divided, it is grouped into four categories. There is the extra small category, there is the small category, there is medium category, and there is large category. As you can see on the screen, the extra small category between 5,000 to, let me increase the screen so you'll be able to see. Yeah, it's 5,000 to 20,000 ALGO, right? The small category is between 20,000 and 50,000 ALGO award. Medium is between 50,000 and 100,000 ALGO. And then large is between 100K to 250K award. It is very important to know that right now, one algo is at $0.21. So it's actually a very huge amount for you to build. Now, these are some of the applications that we accept proposals for, right? Yeah, I have material tracking applications, lending application, real estate application, medical recordings, notary applications, auctions, product rating, big data system, payment, identity authorizations, votings, multi-party transaction, asset management, IDEs, editors, asset creation, GUI creation, Now there are a whole lot of things that you can do. I'm trying to let you know that you can do it. All right. I would want you to think out product, think out applications that you can come in and present on, something you can leverage on and build a blockchain product on it, using the Algorand blockchain grant ecosystem. Now, I'm going to share you a final screen where I would explain this in more details. Now, we have already gotten 3 participants, 3 recipients that have received over 6 million ALGO rewards, right, in this grant program. Now, that's equivalent to, sorry, okay, that's $1.26 million. Okay, so we've already given out 6 million algo as part of the grant program. This is to show you that there is nothing too hard. Okay, you can do this, you can become part of our ecosystem, right? Now in Singapore, we have in April 24th, Agra Foundation launched this particular program, right? Now let me show you the 3 projects that I've received. Block is a multi-blockchain infrastructure provider, right? So they deliver our nodes and APIs alongside other major networks. They are part of the people that have received our funding. Pure Stake Argo Signer is an open source browser plugin that enables developers to add Algorand transaction capabilities into their applications, right? And then Reach is a development platform designed to remove complexities. You see that these guys are bringing in solutions to the ecosystem. They are making it easier for us. They are making time better, and they are giving us better opportunities. Okay, so guys, this is all about Algorand's 250 million Algo grant program and how you can leverage on it to build on the blockchain. Okay, someone is saying I should go slower. All right, I would want you to ask questions right now. If you have any question, I'll be expecting to hear your questions at this moment. So all I want you to do is raise your hands. I'm going to give you a raised hand. Yeah. So raise your hand. Raise your hand if you want to say something, and then I'll be able to allow you to say something. Wow, we have 17 people right here. I hope I'll be able to answer all your questions. So Olayiwola Hossein is asking question. I just unmuted you. I would love to hear from you. Damilola, you are next, so please prepare.
Okay. Okay. Who is not the first person to talk?
Hossein, you are free to talk. You are free to talk.
Okay. My question is, with all what you've mentioned,
Yeah.
maybe I'm thinking if I suit the category of education, because I deals with graphics designing, video editing. Understand?
Okay.
So I probably don't know how to fit in the algo system with those 2. I don't know if you can elaborate on that.
All right. Okay, thank you very much for that question. It's very easy and simple. we are looking at we are looking at getting across to a global economy. So what we are looking at is, in any way you can contribute to helping the next person around you understand blockchain better, all right, to get a grasp of what Algorand is doing in the blockchain industry, and to leverage on that to build scalable systems. In any way you can do that, be it graphic design, be it infographic, you said you do graphic design, right? Be it infographics, be it video editing. Anyhow you can try as much as you can to ensure that the next person understands, to move the next person beside you or in your community away from blockchain ignorance. Okay, we are building a global, a borderless economy where people would understand what it means to thrive in a global economy and move with it. So anyhow you can help people do that is accepted on the Algorand ecosystem. I hope I've been able to answer your question effectively.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much. Someone else was raising their hand. Dami Lola, I'm gonna meet you right now so I can ask your question. Hello, Dami. Oh, sorry. I just asked you to unmute yourself right now.
Hello?
Why Dami is going to talk? Yeah, I'm here for you. I'm listening.
Yeah, I'd like to ask, sorry I joined late, so I might have missed out some information. So I'd like to ask,
Okay,
is
you're
this
welcome.
just about blockchain, like the Agora community? Is it just about blockchain? That's just
I didn't get your question. I didn't get your question, man.
like a prior to what you explained to the other guy that asked the question now. So I was
Yes,
trying, I
yes.
was trying to understand if the Algorand community or foundation is all about blockchain.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the question. Now, Algorand itself is a blockchain. Okay. Now, but the thing is, we are building a solution for the global industry by leveraging on blockchain, of course. We are not only limited, because the ecosystem we are building is a limitless economy. We are not only limited to the blockchain industry. We are opening our hands wide to show that every other industry can leverage on the blockchain to build scalable. Let me explain what I mean by scalable. You know how that they always say you cannot put a square peg in a round hole, right? Now, the Algorand system is building a kind of system whereby people from India, people from Ghana, people from Nigeria, people from the United States, people from different sectors, people from different world economy can interact. This is something we don't have before. Okay, we used to have bordered economies whereby Nigeria is building what they are building and they're exporting to another country. The other country is building and exporting. There's importation, exportation. There is different. You cannot operate in a particular city because you're not part of that city. But in Algorand, we are building a decentralized ecosystem, a borderless ecosystem. As someone in Ghana, someone in Zimbabwe, you can go to Australia and you can work effectively without having any hitch. So I hope you understand. I hope that explains the question. Hello, Dami, are you still with us?
I'm here.
All right. Busari Ismail is saying, can we get the slides after the meeting so as to get it? Of course, yes. I'm going to upload the video so that everyone can go through it over and over again. Meanwhile, guys, I told you guys that there is a giveaway. We are doing a giveaway right now. And this giveaway is for the first 10 people. This is how it works. If you're using an Android phone or an Apple phone, I would want you to download the Algorand wallet, right? Download the Algorand wallet and create an account. then drop your wallet address on the Google form on the chat box. So it takes in less than 10 minutes, you are done, right? In less than 10 minutes, you are done. For the first 10 people on that list will receive a gift from us, okay? So use, go just search for Algorand, or go to Apple Store, search for Algorand, download the wallet, create an account, and then submit your name, email, and wallet address to the form on the chat. If you can see the form, please respond. I want you to type something on the chat box so that I would know that you can see the form. Can you guys see the form? All right, that's perfect. Okay, cool. So do we have any other question? Please, if you have a question, I would want you to raise your hand, okay? Yeah, perfect. I will post the form again so that it won't go down the drain on the chat. We have a whole lot of chats right now. Do we have any other question, guys? I would want you to ask your question before we end this section. All right, so in absence of any other question, I'm already on WhatsApp, so if you have any questions, you can still ask me. This is where we're going to end today's webinar. I hope you've all really gotten value from this. It has been a very amazing time. Thank you guys for coming around. So thank you so much for coming around in today's webinar. I'll see you guys in the next webinar. Of course, you can put in your email address so that whenever we have another webinar, we can send you an email to notify you that we're having a webinar. So thank you so much. This is Chijamz from Algorand. I'm a Portharcourt ambassador for Algorand. Thank you guys for coming around in today's webinar. I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.